Good morning, friends. This time I'm going to talk about how to nurture communication skill among the small kids, particularly 1 to 8. Friends, there is no denying the fact that communication plays an important role in developing comprehension among the small kids, particularly class 1 to 8. Children develop communication skill and comprehension ability by reading more and more and by understanding, by listening to their educators, their mentors, their parents, and by listening to the good quality videos recorded in different languages. For instance, when a child is born, he is not aware of the voice unless he started spelling the word ma and you know some other words which have no meaning. Ma is the first word or I is the first word. So similarly, when the mother is the first teacher, house, your home is the alma mater. The kids generally nowadays do not read the text because they are being influenced by the social media platform. Whenever they get a chance, they take the cell phone of their parents and they start looking at things which are distraction, nothing more. So first of all, it is the duty of the parents and the teachers, educators and mentors to motivate the children to read the text every day and read louder. When you are reading at home, they should read louder so that they can distinguish between the different pronunciation, enunciation, and phonetic sound of the words. Because when in the very beginning, habits is the second nature of man. If you pick up the habit of enunciating and pronouncing the words in a correct manner, it will become a habit. So let the children from class 5 to 8, from 5 to 9, read the text and read some other stories written by O. Henry, written by Kushwant Singh. There are a number of Indian writers. They have written beautiful stories. And when you read out of the text, you will realize that you have, lot of words and vocabularies that you have never seen. For instance, when you are reading newspaper news headlines, you are getting the words like probe, investigation, you know, justify, you know, in uh, in incalculated, miscalculated, confusion, doubt, dilemma. You may call it a gigantic problem, concern, menace. Menace, like the pollution is a great menacing problem, huge problem. It is gigantic cause for ecological imbalance. Similarly, when the children read the text, they come across certain, thematic words like the moral values, like the underlining theme from the stories, and they inherit certain things. Reading makes them ready and writing makes them perfect. So let the kids from class 5 onwards be allowed to read the text louder at home. And even if they are not reading louder, let the parents monitor if they are reading the text. Ask them some comprehension question every day from the lessons they have read. If they have read, let us say, a prose, let, let us frame some questions and ask them. That will develop comprehension. Like if a word is like that, meticulous, and there is another word in the same, paragraph, watchful, vigilant. So meticulous means very careful. If the word vigilant or observant is there in the paragraph, the child will correlate. Yes, meticulous means very careful, watchful, vigilant. So if they read paragraph wise and find out certain words and correlate them with their synonyms and antonyms, definitely they will develop comprehension. And what I mean to say that it is the task of the teachers and parents to monitor their reading habits, their comprehension habit, because once they pick up the habit of comprehending the text by reading more and more, then the half of the work will be done. And it is well said that well begun is half done. So let the parents be very particular about giving them some reading task every day at home, and let the mentors and educators at schools and institution make them read in groups and try to correct their pronunciation and enunciation of the words, because in any language, whether it is Hindi, English, or Sanskrit or Malayalam, the pronunciation of the word plays an important role. If the word is pronounced well, and definitely there will be a difference. Like if somebody says situation, that is actually not situation. You are pronouncing the word tst, it is situation. Similarly, it is reveal, revel, reveal. It is reveal, just to disclose. It is enormous, r is silent, enormous. Similarly, empowering, 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 empowering. It is like that. Engaging, illustrative, fascinated, famous, well known, well acquainted. All out these words which should be pronounced well. Listening also helps. So let the children be given some listening material, like recorded videos of mentors, teachers, and great, speakers, orators. Oration is an art. Everybody cannot really speak for hours, for minutes, for seconds. There are people who can write several pages, but when the time for speaking comes, they start being hesitant, reluctant. Sometimes they cannot set their shyness. They become shy in spelling the words, speaking the words. That is only because they're not in habit of orating and delivering the content confidently. And confidence comes out of practice. So if the children practice reading well, comprehending well, speaking well, their communication skill will be better. And that is what Edison believes. Thank you. Have a nice day.